If you're listening to this alone, you might want to turn on a light. This isn't a story about a doll that moves when you're not looking. It's about a doll that moves when you are. The doll was purchased at a small antique shop on the edge of Savannah, the kind of place that smells like dust and old wood and something faintly sweet, like rotting flowers. Evelyn hadn't meant to buy it. It was sitting in a glass case near the back wall. Porcelain face, pale as bone, long black hair that looked almost real. Its eyes were a strange gray color, too reflective, too aware. A handwritten card sat beside it. Do not leave her alone. That was it. No price, no explanation. Evelyn asked the shop owner about it. The old woman behind the counter stiffened. If you take her, she said carefully, she must always be able to see someone. What? Don't leave her alone. It sounded less like advice and more like a warning. Evelyn bought it anyway. She named the doll Iris. The first night, she placed Iris on a shelf in her bedroom, facing the bed. Now you won't be alone, she joked. At 3:07 a.m., she woke up. Not from a noise, from the feeling of being watched. Her room was dark, except for the faint streetlight filtering through the curtains. Iris was still on the shelf, but her head was tilted down slightly, looking at her. Evelyn told herself she was imagining it. Porcelain heads shift. Old joints loosen. She rolled over. That's when she heard it. A soft ceramic tap, like something gently hitting wood. She turned back. Iris was no longer on the shelf. She was sitting at the edge of the desk, facing the bed. Evelyn didn't scream. She froze. Her body wouldn't move. Her throat wouldn't work. The doll's legs dangled off the desk. Its gray eyes reflected the faint light. And then, very slowly, its head began to turn. Not toward her, but toward the bedroom door. As if something else was there. Something Evelyn couldn't see. The doll's eyes widened, and for the first time, Evelyn noticed something horrifying. The expression on Iris's face wasn't neutral. It was afraid. The bedroom door creaked open, just an inch. Evelyn lived alone. She forced herself to whisper, "Hello?" Silence. The doll's head jerked back toward her. Its mouth opened, not like a hinge, like skin tearing. A thin crack split across the porcelain lips, and a voice slid out. Hoarse, wet, wrong. Don't let it in. The door opened another inch. The air in the room changed, thicker, heavier, harder to breathe. The doll's eyes snapped to the doorway again. Its small porcelain hands began to tremble. Don't, it whispered. Please. Evelyn finally found her voice. What's in my house? The doll's gaze slowly moved back to her. Its fear vanished, replaced with something else. Relief. Oh, it said softly. It's not in your house. The door stopped moving. The hallway outside was pitch black. Too black. As if the darkness itself had weight. The doll's cracked mouth stretched wider. It's under your bed. Evelyn felt it before she heard it. A shift beneath the mattress. A slow, deliberate pressure, like something adjusting its position, directly below her spine. She tried to roll off the bed, but something pressed upward. Not hard, just enough to let her know it was there, waiting. The doll's head tilted. You left me alone, it said quietly. I told you not to. Evelyn's heart was slamming so hard she thought she might pass out. I didn't, she whispered. You fell asleep, the doll replied. Another movement under the bed. Closer to the edge now. Evelyn could hear fabric stretching, wood creaking, a slow inhale from beneath. Her. Not hers. Not the doll's. Something deeper, hungrier. The doll slid off the desk. It didn't fall. It climbed. Porcelain fingers dug into the wood, joints bending the wrong way as it lowered itself to the floor. Its movements were jerky, unnatural, like something wearing a doll instead of being one. It crawled toward the side of the bed and looked underneath. Its body went completely still for 3 long seconds. Then it slowly turned its head back toward Evelyn. Its eyes were no longer gray. They were black. Completely black. "You're not supposed to see it," it said. A hand shot out from under the bed. Long, bone-thin, skin stretched tight and pale as paper. It grabbed Evelyn's ankle. Her scream ripped through the room. The doll didn't help. It smiled, wide, cracks splintering across its porcelain face. Thing under the bed began pulling. Slowly. Evelyn clawed at the sheets, at the mattress, at anything she could grab. The doll climbed onto the bed beside her. It leaned close to her ear. Its breath smelled like damp earth. It doesn't like being alone either. The grip tightened. Her body slid inch by inch toward the edge. Her nails tore against the mattress. Her shoulder hit the side. Half her body dangled into darkness. She could feel something brushing against her hair from below, something breathing her in. The doll's small hand gently touched her cheek. Cold now, very cold. "You'll keep it company," it whispered. The last thing Evelyn saw before she was dragged screaming into the dark was the doll carefully climbing back onto the shelf, facing the bed, waiting. They found the apartment empty the next day. No signs of forced entry. Blood. Just deep scratch marks carved into the hardwood floor beside the bed, and a porcelain doll sitting neatly on a shelf. A new handwritten card lay beside it, in fresh ink. "Do not leave her alone. If you have a doll in your room right now, don't look at it, because if it's already looking at you, it might be making sure you never fall asleep alone."